Hello there, you amazing viewers and subscribers, and welcome to the very first Big Finish review of my channel. So in this video, I'm going to be reviewing this was my second ever Big Finish audio I actually ever listened to. And it is, of course, Doctor Who, Light at the End. I absolutely did enjoy listening to this audio. I've not long just finished re-listening to it, so I thought, while it's still clear in my mind, just do a review on it. So the main villain in this is the Master. So the Master's basically got hold of this weapon that the Time Lord said, oh, you can have it if you promise to tell the High Council what we're doing here. So basically the Master basically tries to kill the Doctor in his 8 incarnations, which is very interesting because when you hear the other Doctors like react to each other and stuff. So before I get into the actual proper main story and stuff, I'm going to say who the main villain is. So the main villain is, of course, the Master. During this audio, we literally have Tom Baker playing the 4th Doctor, we have Peter Desmond playing the 5th Doctor, we have Colin Baker playing the 6th Doctor, Chris McCoy playing the 7th Doctor, and Paul McGann playing the 8th Doctor, as long having Louise Jameson, who plays Leela. We have Sarah Sutton, who plays Nyssa. We also have Perry, played by Nicola Bryant. We have Ace, played by Sophie Aldred. We have Charlie, played by Idia Fisher. We have the Master, Jeffrey Beavers. We have Straxus, Oliver Home. We also have Bob Dave, Joe Fisher. Then, of course, we have the Vale, Nicholas Briggs. And then, of course, we've got some great cameos of other companions. So we have Caroline Ann Ford, who plays Susan. We have William Russell, who plays Ian. Peter Purvis, Stephen. We have Mia O'Brien, Vicky. Joan Marsh as Sarah. We have Alekin Wilkes, who plays Polly. Freezer Hines, Jamie. We have Wendy Perry, Zoe, as well as we also have Katie Manning as Jo in the story. We have Janet Fielding, Tegan, Mark Stretson, Tarlo, and Kevin. Really, and then of course you've got some people doing the voices for the first 3 Doctors as well. So basically all of the Doctors are in this, but mainly the main Doctors in this is basically the 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th and 8th Doctors. It was just very interesting because when you kind of open up to the story and you've got Paul McGann's Doctor in the time vortex, and you've got that awesome like sound effect from the TV movie going on in the background, and he's there talking to Charlie about something, and all of a sudden he goes to Earth 1963 after this red light flashes, and he bumps into, well, basically Charlie and the Doctor get separated, and they both meet each other after they end up bumping into the 4th Doctor and Leela. This story is very confusing. It's like trying to pinpoint where each Doctor is taken out of their own time zone for this one. So the 8th Doctor and Charlie is the current Doctor. The 7th Doctor and Ace is somewhere in between season 25 and season 26, I think, because when Ace hears the name Master, she doesn't recognise him because the Master, she did actually meet the Master in the final story of classic Doctor Who, known as Survival. So she doesn't recognise the name, the Master. In this one, Colin Baker and Perry, it's somewhere after the 2 Doctors, really, because Perry recognises the 2nd Doctor with Jamie, so there's a little reference to the 2 Doctors in that one. You've got the 5th Doctor and Nyssa. I believe this is like somewhere in between Time Flight and Arc of Infinity, because Nyssa does leave in season 20. So this is somewhere in between, because Tegan and Mark Stretson isn't really in this kind of like era Doctor Who so much, because it's just like ghosts, really. All the companions come like ghosts talking and everything. So it's very, very complicated where you're going to stick this into the Doctor's time stream, really. And I really do enjoy this Big Finish audio. The Master is absolutely fantastic, played by Jeffrey Beavers. Now, for the Master's point of view, how can I say this for the Master? It's basically after he tried to use the Eye of Harmony to renew himself in the Deadly Assassin, and then it's literally before the Keeper of Traken in that timeline. So he hasn't really got hold of Trimus's body, jumps into Trimus's body, and then you've got the alternate alien incarnation of the Master. So basically it's all before that in the Master's timeline. So the Master's basically was followed by the 4th Doctor on Gallifrey, and then, as you can say, so on and so on. Basically it's just a whole point where you got all of the 8 Doctors doing a spatial time ram into the Master's ties. Literally fantastic. I really do enjoy it. Now, this audio was released back in 2013 to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who. And I have to say, when you kind of hear the different doctors like meet up. You've got the 4th Doctor and the 8th Doctor meet up, and they're together for quite a bit, where you've got the 5th, 6th and 7th Doctors all together as well. Really fantastic. And then when you've got like the 6th Doctor and Perry talking to the 7th Doctor and Ace, and there's like, one of my future versions, that one is, yeah. And she goes, oh, that's the future me. And she went, sorry, I'm trying to be funny. I really do enjoy this Big Finish audio. It's absolutely fantastic as well. And to hear the actors get on so well. Tom Baker is brilliantly and fantastic to get on with Paul McGann. I really did feel that connection between the 4th and the 8th Doctors in this story, which is just fantastic. And then when you listen along and your imagination goes along to the audio, and then when you hear the Doctors are running, you can actually imagine the 7th Doctor with his umbrella running back to the TARDIS with Ace. You've got the 6th Doctor in his rainbow coat. I absolutely loved it. And Ace's reference to the other Doctors is fantastic, where she says something about the 4th Doctor being the scarf, the 5th Doctor being the cricket man, the 6th Doctor with the rainbow coat. I really do find that bit funny in this audio. It's just a fantastic little audio as well. I really do enjoy sitting down listening to Doctor Who light at the end. And when you kind of have all the Doctors really doing a spatial time ramp into the Master's TARDIS, the Master's there just like panicking. Oh no, 8 TARDIS have emerged. What am I going to do? And the 4th Doctor just goes into his TARDIS, and the 8th Doctor goes into his own TARDIS, and basically they just do a spatial time ramp, and time all resets itself. So the person that plays Bob Darby, I really do feel sorry for his character, because at the beginning of it, you kind of have the 5th Doctor crashing into his house with the chimney. You basically, after a while you get into the story, you basically hear the 5th Doctor and Nyssa meet him a year later, really. In their point of view, it's the first time they meet him, where in the Doctor's point of view, it's his second time meeting him when he crashes into the roof. How can I actually say this? Bob's family is killed by the Master and put into like a little doll's house. Now, the Master, don't forget that he uses the TCE weapon, which miniaturize shrinks you. So they literally become like little tiny little people, and he's going in, and this guy's going insane, Bob's going insane, and the 5th Doctor takes him to TARDIS, and then he just blows time up, really. I actually really do like this. Now, when you kind of listen to the other classic companions with the 1st, 2nd and 3rd Doctors, I absolutely love John Pertwee's voice. I recognise it straight away, because I don't know who did. It doesn't really say who does the voice of John Pertwee in this audio, but when you hear it go, good grief, it just so reminds you of John Pertwee, because John Pertwee in a lot of his episodes, he always goes, good grief. Absolutely fantastic. And the person that does the voice of William Hartnell, I really think he's gotten spot on. And Hartnell, yeah, you're like, yeah, that's definitely Hartnell's. And even in Troughton's, the person that does the voice of Troughton, I'm like, yeah, that's definitely Troughton. You can actually tell by the voices. It's not the actual actors, because the actors have passed away, but whoever is doing their voices, they sound so familiar and so epic and awesome just to hear, when you just hear those voices, and it's like, oh, I recognise that voice. Oh, I recognise that voice as well. Yeah, baby. I absolutely loved it. Now, the Doctors fighting against one Master, I really enjoy it. I absolutely do enjoy it. There will be other Big Finish reviews coming out on this channel. I have got quite a few to listen to, really, and do some reviews for them before it gets a bit more Big Finish stuff, and then listen to them, and then I'm going to be I will be doing Big Finish reviews, because after sitting down listening to the light at the end, it's absolutely fantastic audio. This one I absolutely give a 10 out of 10. It really celebrates 50 years of the show. It absolutely celebrates Big Finish as well, with the 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th Doctors with the 8th Doctor. So it really does fit in really, really well. And I haven't really got many 8th Doctor audios. I've only got like one with him on his own in Dead the Fashioner Rider. And then, of course, I've got the Time War box. So when I hear him with the companion known as Charlie, really, and apparently them two have a great dynamic. And I really listened to that. When I first listened to Pull It In and I listened to it, and it's like, oh, they've got a very good dynamic. I need to get more of the 8th Doctor's audio. So I need to listen to a bit more of the 8th incarnation of the Doctor. I really do. I absolutely did enjoy Light at the End. I really think it's a fantastic audio. One of the best audios, in my opinion, so far. 10 out of 10. Absolutely 10 out of 10. I absolutely like the way they've got Jeffrey Beavers playing back the Master. So really, in the Master's point of view. This is after the Deadly Assassin and just before the Keeper of Traken, where in the Doctor's timeline, it's very all mishmashy. Very mishmashy. You know, because it's trying to pinpoint in the time streams where they get pulled out of their own time. Go to 1963 London and the red light flashes and everything. So really fantastic stuff. So if you've listened to Doctor Who Light at the End, let me know in the comments what you thought of it. I absolutely think this is a 10 out of 10. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. Fantastic to listen to. I'm quite looking forward to sitting down and listening to it once again. So thank you for watching this video. Please do like, subscribe and share, and join me for more awesome Doctor Who content videos. And let me know what you think of Doctor Who Light at the End. Ooh, thank you for watching.